welcome to another episode of the Dre and Mo podcast. Once again, I'm Dre.
And I'm Mo.
And I want y'all to hit that like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell, get notified when new episodes or whenever we post short films, short reels, it'll pop up. And also go follow our Instagram page at Dre and Mo 1. It's on Instagram. And comment below the link and tell us what you want us to talk about on any other episodes, or if you want to be in an episode, or you have any ideas, we can feature your name and put your name in the video and the question that you ask, and we'll answer it. Let's get started. But first, how you been?
I'm good.
Okay. Yeah. Same here. Ready to knock out these episodes and hopefully get more subscribers. Continue to do what we do.
Yeah, we really appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna get started with Miss Kamala Harris. You know, she's the VP of President Joe Biden, who recently not stepped down, but he's not running in his upcoming election. And she's been nominated as of today as a candidate for the Democratic Party for running for president, which she did make history as the first black woman, I guess / Asian woman to be nominated for a presidency. Which some people, they'll criticize her, talking about she wasn't identifying as black, but it is what it is. She's a black woman. You can't put it no other way. You can't spin it. She knows she's black. We know she's black. It is what it is.
Yeah, and if you don't mind, yeah, that's true. But reading it in the media, because she just come out of nowhere, like Obama did to me.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm all for any black woman. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still trying to get to know her before I make my final decision on it. But back to the race part of it, you know, when you're reading different reports in the media, you hear them say that she was the first black woman to become vice president. Then you hear them say she was the first Indian woman. Then she's the first Asian woman. Like, y'all just covering all the brown people. Like, come on, what is she next? Part Hispanic. So, you know, it's like, of course, it doesn't matter at the end of the day, but it's not cute randomly throwing out these different races. So I guess I'm just gonna stick with she's a black woman and she has a little Asian in her. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna keep it down to that because we all got 2, 3, 4, 5 things in us, but to keep on throwing in different things, it's kind of confusing.
That's what Trump recently said in they did a little interview with Donald Trump, and they asked him a question. He said, "Oh, she's black now." He said, "So she decided to be black." He said, "Just a few years ago, she was identifying as Indian."
Yeah, and then now she's got Asian in her. So, I mean, I know her color really should not define her.
Yeah, it shouldn't.
For the job she has to do for a whole country. Her color should not be the topic of the conversation, but yet and still it is.
I mean, to that point, Donald Trump, he did the same thing against Obama. He wanted to see his papers because he claimed he wasn't from here, but Obama, because he's multi, you know.
I wonder if Trump looked at his papers or any of them before him looked at their papers, because they always coming for us.
Yeah.
You know, let's go for yourself. You know what I'm saying? See what's in your DNA. You know,
technically they are immigrants themselves.
I just don't want to go there because they swear to God they built and planted every tree around this mother, but we know they didn't. But it is what it is.
And then she also she broke history by she raised, I think was it the donations for her presidency to run. She raised $81 million in donations. She made history in 24 hours. She raised $81 million in donations for her to run, which was the largest.
She's got the largest donation. She got 2 million new donors too. She was the first black woman to be elected DA in California, the first black woman attorney general, and first Indian American senator. And now she's the first black woman, first Asian American to be picked as vice president running mate.
Mm-hmm.
So you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You see all them races that was threw in there.
Yeah.
It's a lot, but I want to know what she gonna do for us as a whole, the whole country. I don't want to, not whether she's Democratic or Republican.
Sometimes people do put them in the same category, Republicans and Democrats. They feel like Joe Biden ain't done nothing, but then they say Trump is doing. But Trump, sometimes he put us in the situation that we in now. I think each president does something where the other president got to come and clean it up, so they get the blame for whatever happened.
I was gonna say that we all got something to say about
Yeah.
every last one
Yeah.
of them. You know, either you didn't do enough, or you did too much, or you spent too much on yourself or your family. I mean, everybody always watching to criticize something, but.
My thing though is like the presidential elections now, like they getting weirder and weirder. It's like it's more about celebrities. It's not more about what you can do for the community, the country, the people. It's like whatever sideshow you can bring up is who's gonna win, because Donald Trump had Hulk Hogan and Amber Rose, and then Miss Kamala Harris, she had Megan Thee Stallion, which, no offense to Megan, I like Megan. She got skills, she got talent, but it's certain things you don't bring to a rally. Just like Trump bringing Hulk Hogan and Amber Rose, which makes no sense. And Megan, if she was gonna perform, at least make it more professional looking. She had a crop top with a, I don't know what that was.
She done the best she could with her clothes. I'm gonna give her that. I'm gonna give her that. I'm gonna give her that. That part, yeah, it could have been somebody more subtle. And like we said, we had discussed this earlier today. It could have been, Beyonce. It could have been Mariah Carey. It could have been Alicia Keys. Not Jennifer Lopez. I'm sorry, Jen, but not you. Fantasia. Somebody like that. Somebody a little bit more subtle than twerking
and then your song selection.
Yeah,
if
you could have just went to the studio and made up something real quick that had to go with it. You know what I'm saying?
But like I said, no shade thrown towards Megan.
None whatsoever. You just didn't fit the occasion system. Just not this time, baby. If you put you on a sexy dress and been out there in the crowd, somewhere up high, private, you'd have done it. But baby, you did get her. She did help her get. She got 310 million in July, and that's 138 million more than Donald Trump got. So therefore, she is ahead in the polls. She's covering like 7 national polls, so she's doing pretty good. And I think Megan did have a lot to do with it, and then that'll probably help encourage the younger people to go vote, because it is important. Because everybody thinks it doesn't matter anyway. Well, even if it doesn't matter, if you don't vote, you'll never know if your vote made a difference. So make it make sense.
I mean, your vote does matter, but I think sometimes, because I recently listened to Dr. Umar Johnson, he explained it, the way he explained it is, we vote, but our vote goes towards like the popular votes. Our vote counts. I guess I'm not trying to dilute his words or discredit his words, but it's like our votes count, but they're based more off like popularity votes. They're not votes that, I'm not gonna say they don't mean anything, but sometimes they make it feel like our votes don't mean nothing. Because the last 2 presidents that people actually voted and their votes actually went through, they didn't win. Like what was the George Bush campaign? What was his name? The dude that I can't. If y'all know the name, it's the guy who ran against George Bush. He won popular vote, and then Hillary won the popular vote. Yeah, it was. I think it was Al Gore. He won popular vote, and Hillary won popular vote, but they didn't win.
Right.
Those popular votes came from us, and then they always say the presidents that they pick them for a reason, because they said Donald Trump was picked for I think Russia, but they said Obama was picked because of what George Bush was doing in Africa or something. He severed ties with Africa or something like that, and they voted for
they picked the black man
to go fix it. Like each president is picked to fix a certain need that the government needs at that time and moment. That's just what they say. Don't I'm just allegedly that's what each president is being picked for when it comes to running the country.
Well, they all picked for a particular job.
That's what I'm saying. I think in this election, I'm hoping Kamala Harris wins because it's probably something that needs to be fixed. But then they saying that something Trump needs to fix that Joe Biden messed up. But Joe Biden was fixing what Trump messed up. So, like I said, it is what it is. Get out and vote who you want to be president. Make your voice count. And then I want to get into Sonya Massey, the killing. I pray that she get justice for the murder. I know the cop. I recently read that he's been sentenced with first degree murder, and he's been fired. But they also want the commissioner or the chief who hired him. They want him to step down, but he's saying no.
Yeah, but which he should be reprimanded some kind of way because the man had been reprimanded from six different police officers. I mean police stations. So therefore, with that being said, you gladly shaking his hand, welcome him into your station, and now he's back in uniform, armed, supposed to be ready to protect and serve, and you simply ask this lady, "Are you okay?" And she responds by saying, "Yeah, I took my meds today." That was a ding ding right there. You should have realized at that point, oh, she really said she took meds, so that means something's really wrong with her. So let me go in gentle. Let me not pull my gun out and shoot her in the head and act like I was threatened when you were so far away that you wouldn't have got but raindrops, and then it had to get through your bulletproof vest to even touch your skin. I understand you wasn't taking those type of chances, but you were never put in that situation. You saw a pot on the stove. You said, "Let's go get this pot off for the house burns down."
I think one officer cut. I think the one who shot her. It was reported that they said he cut off his body cam, but the other officer kept his on.
Allegedly, someone did.
Allegedly.
Yeah, someone's supposed to did that.
Both were supposed to keep their body cam on. That's why this generation, even though I say phones and social media have kind of messed up the generation, but there are good sides to having your phone and going live on social media. If you ever feel like it's a crooked cop or you calling the police and you feel like there's just something not right about these police officers, not all police officers are bad. I'm not going to put, just because of one bad apple, I'm not going to make all of them bad. I'm just saying, if you ever feel like it's a threat or you feel like something's off with certain officers, keep your camera on. Forget what they say. They try to grab it. Go live. If you ever feel like it's something wrong with a police officer coming to your house and they're moved and they're being overly aggressive with you, and they have no right to be that way, record it. Go live. That way, ain't nothing they can do because it's already on the internet. They're seeing what they're doing. Because certain bad cops will cut their camera off. Because it's happened before. Just like, not to get off the Sonya Massey topic, it was a guy that got arrested not too long ago, like I think a week or two ago. They arrested him, and one officer just hit him in the face. Now that's on the news. He didn't do anything. He just punched him in the face. Like I said, it's getting out of hand. And this is the same guy. Going back to the Trump versus Kamala Harris situation. Trump wants to, Project 2025? He wants to give police immunity for stuff like this. No, you can't do that.
Well, you see what's saying happening? He has nothing to do with it, but at the same time, some of the three men, come from his cabinet when he was president. So that speaks volumes. So, yeah, you know something.
Yeah,
you know something.
Yeah, not like you said, right before she was shot though, she yelled out. She yelled to the cop. I think it was Officer Grayson. I think it's his last name. She yelled, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus." It's on footage. It's all over social media, Facebook. You can look it up. And then I guess he felt some type of way about it, and he says I guess he thought she was gonna throw water on him, which was not the case. And she just said, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus," because she felt something. Because her daughter, that's on social media too. Her daughter said she talked to her mom, and her mom told her that she felt like she was gonna get killed by a police officer. This is on social media. It's not fabricated. I'm not trying to, dilute anything or trying to put more pressure on what's going on already. But her daughter said she talked to her mom the day before or whatnot, and her mom felt that she was gonna get killed. And she was already going through mental health issues because Sonya Massey's mom died. What's her name? What she say her mom's name was? Was it Donna Massey or something like that?
I can't remember.
I think it was Donna Massey. Said she called dispatch the day before and told the police dispatch not to hurt her daughter because her daughter was suffering from mental illness. And I think you looked it up, and she said she took her meds or something. She told
the officer that she took her meds today.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and it wasn't in a joking way. It was, you could see that she could possibly be bouncing in and out.
Mm-hmm.
But coming from a black home, I don't know what people of other ethnicities talk about when they talk about God. But I rebuke you in the name of Jesus is a common saying in a black home in the South.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about the North, the East, the West. I can't speak for that, but I've been a lot of places down South, and it's what it is. I mean, if you feel that way, your pastor done said it 100 times, and he acted like it was voodoo or something. Like what the world? Like why would you shoot somebody because they verbally say something? And it wasn't even insulting. It wasn't even threatening. It was no aggravation with it because clearly the pot was turned bottom up in the thing when she said it. And she said, he asked her, what did she say? And she said it again, clearly, for him to understand. And he told her what he would do to her. I will shoot you in your effing face. And that's exactly what he did. I mean,
because she called for an intruder. She felt like it was an intruder that broke into her house. That's what the call was for. It wasn't about what the police officer made it seem. It wasn't called like she was doing something or she was harming somebody. She called because she felt like an intruder in the house. That's what if that's what the call was about, that's what you should have showed up to the house and proceeded to question.
But
where's the intruder?
Never once.
Never once said anything. What's the intruder? What he looked like? Can you give us a description? If you look at the video, none of that was said. But that's what the initial call was for, an intruder. If there's an intruder, if she called for an intruder, that's what it should have been. That's what your question should have been about. Not no. I understand you seen a boiling pot. Cool. If you felt like it was gonna catch the house on fire, why didn't you take it off? That would have been my question. If she's on the couch trying to get information because she said it's an intruder and you want her ID, then one of the officers should have went to that stove and took the pot off themselves. That's why the whole thing seems kind of is messed up. Like I said, it's no way around it. No lawyers should not get them off. But they say he's been sentenced to first degree murder. Shouldn't be no appeal, shouldn't none of that be, because I'm not even a lawyer and I can depict this whole case. It's fraud. He's wrong. He did what he did. He's wrong. He need to be locked up. It need to be justice for Sonya Massey and her family. Because everything you did doesn't add up. You could have took the water off yourself. You should have questioned what's the intruder. You did none of that. You deserve whatever you get, whether it be life. I don't wish death upon nobody, but an eye for an eye. You shot this woman cold blood in her head.
Well, it could have been another scenario as well. And I know she's already gone, but there's so many ways that
it could have been handled.
It could have been handled. Because yes, okay, you're the officer. You see everything clearly, lights on. Okay, there's no threats being made at this point. Why don't you tell her turn the stove off?
Yeah.
Move the pot to the next aisle and come in the living room and have a seat. Nothing's going to catch on fire. Why do you want her to pour the water out? Like, do you really feel that threatened by a black woman that you got to tell her to pour the water out, who has yet to make any threats to you, who at the end of the day never made a threat to you? You took that into your own liking and twisted it around and killed her and made it seem like it was fair, and then say no need to resuscitate because that was a headshot, she gone. You know, like no remorse whatsoever. Like, I know I'm covered, I did this.
Yeah, because the second officer in the video said, can he go to the car and get, I think whatever it was that he needed to
his
go.
medical bag.
Yeah, medical bag.
Yeah, like
no
need. What do you mean no need? I mean, there's no effort, no try. You didn't have no remorse. I mean, how dare you? And knowing the lady had children, whether she even had children or not, you know, she's a human being. She is somebody's child, auntie, mother, you know. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
the things that.
Yeah, her mom did. Like I said, her mom, Sonya Massey's mother, did call dispatch and told them do not send a combative police officer or aggressive police officer, and then listen. But like I said, it's to some police officers, they said their training is if they feel threatened, shoot. It's like they're trained to do that. No matter if it's a threat or not, they can say, I feel threatened, I can shoot. And that's not right. It shouldn't be that way. And that's why I said, like when we spoke on Project 2025, if you're going to vote for the right person, do not vote on Project 25. We're not giving nobody immunity from nothing. If you did a crime and you're in the wrong, you shouldn't be immune from it. You should, you know, face the consequences of your actions.
Yeah, that is such a sad and tragedy.
Like I said, I pray that her whole family get justice. Her daughter, her mom, dad, all of them get justice. And like I said, they said he's been convicted of first degree murder, but I think they should go further than that. Me personally, yeah, he's been locked up, he's been sentenced, but we're finna sue. Cause we repeatedly told you.
Don't want to sue. But I'm sure it's coming because it's going to be wrongful death, and then the autopsy come back and it'll tell if Cause
now she has a baby out here with no mother. You got a baby with no mother, a mother with no daughter, a father with no daughter, all because of some crooked cop who didn't follow the right procedure or take the right precautions to apprehend or ask the right questions to make the right moves to get the right answers or to get the right results out of what you wanted. Because if you look in the video, everything was smiling, joking, everything was cool. But then there's one officer.
You could tell by his demeanor that he was full of shit. Yeah. I could. I'm from a small country town and I know him. You know? So I could tell how he was being passive aggressive. That's how most people like he is act. And trying to be sarcastic, you know what I'm saying? And then he made up a lie at the end. I'm not gonna let that water get in my face. Why? You know it was gonna reach your face, bro. Like you got a whole suit on. You can't jump back, but she didn't even do it. No. She didn't do anything.
Then she said, I'm sorry.
Yeah. And then she's like this and you still
gunned it down. You
still did it, and it was a pot of hot water against a gun. I mean, make it make sense. It just, dude, you where you need to be. And I feel sorry for your family that if you got one, I feel sorry for them.
Yeah, now if you got kids, they gotta look up to
and see. Then they gotta be bullied now because your dumb ass gonna go in there and kill somebody over a pot that you could have told her to move and come have a seat because you in control. Remember, this your show.
And you know, we as black people, we tend to take things to the extreme over something that's happened to our people. Like the Rodney King burnt the whole city down.
Yeah, don't do it.
George Floyd burnt the whole city down.
I get your point, but don't do that, y'all.
Yeah, don't, because it's not helping the cause. It's further giving other races looking at us like we just can't handle situations correctly, which we can. We just, I understand it to a certain extent. We tired of being gunned down. We tired of losing people to nonsense.
Yeah.
It's like, to me, like I say, it always needs to stop. It's not only the police officers, it's people within our own community too. We gotta stop. We killing each other too. It's not just the officers. It's black men killing black men. Yeah. Black women killing black women. Right. Black men killing black women. It's all of it need to stop.
Me too.
Like I said, I think what needs to happen, like I said, everybody needs to come together and just, you know, I think to me, what I see, people don't pray no more. People is following the ways of men and the world and forgetting that God is around, and we gotta stop.
He lives within us. You don't always have to have the Bible.
Yeah.
Just
but we forget that.
Say a few good things, talk to him. Even when you don't need him, you talk to him. When everything is going in your world perfect, you praise God.
That's
You
awesome.
always give him the praise, because I swear to you, no matter what's going on in your life, he can help you get through it, because he lives within you. And if you sitting there waiting on something to happen and not putting forth the work, you can keep waiting.
Yep.
But you pray about it, you ask for it, you speak it into existence, and he will provide. I'm telling you, and you think God didn't give this to me? That's what people say. The people who don't believe, baby, let me tell you who woke you up. The same person who woke me up this morning and everybody else.
Yep.
You know, so don't believe you just up here creating magic. Now we got black girl magic, but it ain't that tough. You know? So I'm gonna pray every day, all day.
Like I said, justice for her and her family.
Yes, and I'll be praying for you guys.
And then I got another thing I want to get into. It's the Mr. Rkelly, Mr. PP man. Like I said, I love his music. Go, Rkelly, go. You go. Love your music. 12 play. Some of us wouldn't be here without 12 play. But come on, bruh. You trying to get the court to overturn something that your lawyers allegedly say that happened before a certain act was passed, the Protect Act was passed. So you want them to appeal all your convictions or whatnot that you've been convicted of as far as minors go. Come on, Kills. Even if that was the case, you got off one point in time, but you kept doing it. And you know they're gonna get you, Kills. Come on, man. They claim it was passed, it was outside the statute of limitations, and he shouldn't be charged for whatever he was charged for, which we all know what he was charged for, because it's all in the videos, comedians. Y'all heard everybody talk about it. Mr. Drip Drip. But I don't think they're gonna appeal it. I mean, if they do, he got some good lawyers. But like I said, he got off one point, but kept messing with the minors. Come on, kids, you reap what you sow. But like I said, don't get me wrong, good music, but his personal life, personal character, nah, bruh, it's still wrong, no matter what it is.
It was very wrong.
Yeah, because I get they trying to compare it to what's the other dude that was doing what Rkelly was doing, the white man, was it Jeffrey?
I don't know, but Elvis Presley did it. They all did it.
Yeah, they all did it.
They all did it. But it's the way and the disrespect that Rkelly did it with. You know, like it was so many girls, numerous amounts of girls, and then y'all's parents need to be locked up too.
They gave consent.
Y'all gave consent pretty much. You can know. Let's scratch that. Hold up. Each woman and young lady is their own person. So no, you can't give consent for her, mommy. So you allowed her to be molested, raped, taken advantage of, whatever word you want to put in that blank. Y'all all guilty. Y'all all gross. But the music, like you said before, has nothing to do with it, because I'm addicted to it. I mean, I'm sorry about the music. I don't think of the little kids because I didn't think of it then. But would I go and protest for you, Rkelly, to help get you out? I'm sorry. I'm just going to pray for you, bro. Because I just, you know you was wrong. You know it is what it is in certain situations. You got to call it what it is. If it's green, it's fucking green. You know, and hey.
Because I have a daughter, so nah.
I just can't do it. You was wrong, bro. I hate that for you. You messed up your life. You could be anywhere, on a yacht somewhere. I mean, signing people, doing big things. But you pretty much was trafficking kids. That's what you was doing for your own pleasure.
Then they allegedly say he had child pornography too.
Well, I seen the videos when I was younger. You know, I seen them, and then like, you peeing on people, and that boy looked like your twin. If that wasn't you, I mean, he sure did do a good, look-alike. But it's just too much with you. It's just now you're just disgusting to me. Just my opinion.
I know he married Aaliyah, and they say she was 15 or 16, 15 or 14. I can't remember. I think it was 15 if I'm not mistaken. If you know the age, comment below. But they said he married Aaliyah at a certain age, but the parents gave consent to that. So Kels has been doing this stuff, and I guess it wasn't really thought about until now, because like this generation is cancel culture. Nothing's gonna be thrown under a rock. Nothing's gonna be looked past. This generation, this time of era, they looking at everything you do.
They dating kids now. It's trending. 24-year-olds is dating 16-year-olds and 12-year-olds and stuff. It's I don't know what's going on, but like I said, I got a boy that's in high school, and let me tell you, you let a grown woman, 20, 23, 24, trying to talk to my son, it's gonna be some problems.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? It ain't much I can do, and you know, I talked about me and my brother, we cut up about it and stuff. Yeah, I know it ain't much I can do.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey, I'm gonna say some things to her she might not like. You know, for real.
Yeah, because you don't know the intentions of that person, and then you too young for certain stuff like that. You don't know whether you taking advantage of or nothing.
Ain't no thinking when you 24 dating a 16 or 15
they know.
year old.
The 15-year-old don't.
Sick. Yeah, like you trying to get your youth back. I mean, what's going on? Because you missed it.
They feel like they were robbed.
Yeah, I mean, think back, cause and effect. There was a reason why you was robbed. So get over it. But I just feel like that is so they pedophiles.
Cause then they'll try to hit you with that. Well, your granddad was this age and your grandmama was this age.
Maybe that was then. That was then. You don't want to go back to doing what they did. Then don't incorporate the rest of it in today's life. That left when the other shit left. You know what I'm saying? We in a new world, and I'm not okay with that. It's not okay. Don't make it cool because it's your son. And what if it was your daughter, 14, dating this 26-year-old dude? It wouldn't be okay. And then how do you have a conversation with your homeboys or your homegirls? Oh yeah, I was kicking it last night. Oh girl called me. Who? Such and such. Oh man, how old is she? 14. Everybody want to beat you up at the table. You got to go. You a pedophile now.
Yeah.
So if you gotta hide it, then it ain't right. So anybody out there think it's okay to mess with somebody that little bitty? I ain't gonna say that young, that little bitty. You need to get some help.
A minor.
Yeah, you need to get some help because that shit is sick and it's like trending on social media like a new pair of shoes or something. No, that's not cool. It's not. It's gross.
And then, like I said, you also gotta watch it, like especially for the entertainers, because you have young fans that's sneaking in
and look very mature.
Yeah, look very mature. That's why in this day and age, you have to ID. Ask for ID. If she look young, even if you feel that she look young, ID.
Man, get a scanner.
Yeah.
The ID.
Because sometimes the ID can be fake, and then fellas, you gotta look out because there's too many. Technology has came a long way to where they can. Yeah, you gotta be careful nowadays because, like I said, it's cancel culture, and everybody is out to get something out of somebody.
They're all in it for themselves.
Yep.
Just greed, and they don't care who they hurt. They don't. I mean, like these people that was in his little cult he had. Can you imagine their mental state right now? You know what I'm saying? Like, and then their parents. I hope it's eating you guys alive. I mean,
But they said he never physically Kels never beat on them. He never physically harmed them. He was just pervert.
And shit in them buckets. Yeah. That's.
I didn't know that part.
Yeah, like you. Telling you, he had them doing a lot of stuff. If you didn't watch all the stuff on Lifetime, it was sickening, make you cry. Yeah,
I can separate the music from the man. Like I said, the music is instant history.
The music is it's already cemented in.
Yeah, the personal stuff. 50 years. Now, the only thing I say, 50 years might be a little bit too much. I would have gave him about 20, cause 20 would have did it.
I thought he got 30.
I think it was. I thought it was 50 or 30, whatever, but I would have gave Kels 20. I would have gave him 20.
Mm-hmm.
He's still a pervert. It's still nasty, but because it's other races doing the same thing Kels did, and they getting 10, 15 years, but it's us. Come on, Kels. You know, we get charged different. In America, our culture, we guilty to proven innocent. We don't get the innocent to proven guilty. We don't get that. So we gotta move a little bit more differently. But we don't mess with minors. That's just sick. Like I said, me personally having a daughter, I would have bopped in your head, but that's just me.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. On a better notes, we got Simone. What's her name?
Simone Biles.
Yeah, she won 2 gold medals a couple nights ago in the Olympics, and she done a really good job. I watched her do her work, and it was amazing. It was amazing. She said this was the first time that she's been to the Olympics and been nervous because that other girl was creeping up on her. When she seen her creeping up on her, the judges and everybody could tell it on her face, and she got a low score. Her first time she was number 3, but she come back out there and it was flawless. So she killed it. Shout out to her. She killed it. She really did. And then they try to criticize her hair.
Yeah.
But our hair is different. Everybody's hair is different. There's such thing called humidity.
Yeah.
And different people of all races sometimes get puffy hair. And if you got that thin, nasty, stringy hair and you don't know that, then don't go criticizing somebody else's texture of hair. Has nothing to do with her skin tone. It's the texture of her hair, because you could be any color and have extra curly hair, the texture be different, where you might even have to put a relaxer in there. You know, for real, to get it to your pleasure, because I'm a hairstylist. And I've had to put relaxers in Caucasian clients' hair before, because it's just really thick and they want it. But so quit criticizing people.
And she said,
congratulate, don't hate.
Yeah, she did say, if you're gonna talk about a black woman's hair, don't.
Just don't do it.
Don't do it.
There's so many different textures.
Because she said it's like 9,000 degrees in there, it's hot, plus she had a 45-minute bus ride there.
Yeah.
It's all type of stuff that caused her hair to get like that. Yeah. Our hair does that. It's just the way we are.
It didn't stop her from getting that medal though.
Yeah. Congratulations on that.
Right.
And anything else that we missed? Well, that's been another great episode. Anything else you want to give anybody shout outs, or any people that wants a shout out or needs to be promoted or have something that they want to get out there?
No, I just pray everybody have a good welcome back to school. The teachers, the principal, everybody in the school system, welcome back, and thank you for being a good parent to my kid, because we have to do this together. Because they spend more time in school than they do at home. Yeah. So I appreciate when I get some good teachers and we raise our little village together.
All right. And this has been the Dre and Mo podcast. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And thank y'all for supporting us. And we're out.